Hey, Chandly. Okay, so I was kind of thinking this particular leg workout for you because it's one of the few things that I do that I don't put weight on my back, and I don't am holding weight like with my shoulders. I don't know exactly where your herniation, if that's a word, is located. And I've never worked with anybody that had a herniated disc. So definitely play this by ear. If it hurts, I highly recommend you work with a trainer who can kind of work with you if you start to feel any pain and like kind of work around it. But this is what I do for my quad stuff. I don't know if you can see, I got my coffee table here, and it hits at about 12 inches off the floor. You might find a box or like one of those elevation aerobic things in your gym. Whichever can just be like a minor elevation and sturdy enough for you to be kind of jumping around on it. But for me, and I didn't start out with this many sets, but this is what I do now, is I do 6 sets of this movement where you're kind of like jumping from side to side. Oh, these files are moving around. Hold on one second. So like jumping from side to side, and I'll do, I think I started out with like 20 of these when I first did it. Now I do 36, but just do it as far as you're comfortable. Take 30 seconds break. I mean, just count it out as you're breathing hard. 30 seconds, and then do it again. Do it 6 times, and then when that's over, stretch. And definitely stretch your calves and hamstrings and whatever you feel to be appropriate. And then the next one is just a single leg. So just kind of coming up and popping, letting, you know, like quad, and then letting your calf do the rest of the work. I started out doing that, I think about 15 reps. And I've slowly built up to doing it about 26 reps. So this is a really great one because you can continue to escalate that. And I'd say eventually, if this works out for you, once you hit being able to do 40 reps on something you use both your legs on and 30 reps with something you use just one leg on, go ahead and get yourself like maybe a little weight vest. I haven't gotten there yet. I'm getting close, but not yet. So do single leg, like 15 reps, give yourself 10 to 30 seconds of rest, do the other leg. 30 seconds of rest, do it again 6 times, or whatever's comfortable. Now if you're wanting a straight cardio, keep doing this. This is now where I take a break and I go and do some more power movements, like leg extensions, the machine that does this, or leg press. Seated hamstring curls would still be good, maybe for your back, as long as you're like seated correctly. But if you opt not to do that and still want to stay pretty cardiovascular focused, which is definitely going to be a huge help in creating definition in your legs, do what do I do after this? Okay, side-to-side lunges. Now, with these, this would be probably the most treacherous of all the movements. Again, please put a lot of attention into your knees. Make sure your knee is not going past your toes. And if you start to feel knee pain, opt for something else. So like what I'm doing is I'll do, I can't remember how many of these I started with, but right now I do 15, just kind of going back and forth. Getting my, see, you can even hear my knee pop. So back and forth. And then once I get all warmed up, then I kind of go side to side. Again, please give a lot of attention to your knee because it does have a tendency to do this. So try not to put too much inward torque on that. If you do start to notice something wrong with your knee, I don't have a whole lot of visual movement here, but do side-to-side suicides, which are like where you shuffle and then down and shuffle and do that. kind of back and forth. And then, see, this works. And then do pop squats. So however many sets of that you feel comfortable. When I first started out, I was doing workout sessions that had like 20 to 25 sets in them. Now you'll eventually work up that intensity to something a bit more extreme. But that'll be enough, trust me. Okay, so pop squats is oh, money. I just do them like 15 to get my knees and hips really warmed up. So slow, like let it sink in. So 15 of that. And then as soon as I hit 15 or 10, whichever, I do them literally as fast as I can. So going like that, as fast as I can. As soon as I hit 5, I say faster. As soon as I hit 10, faster. Get low, push up. Like, it's almost like you're not even allowing your feet to hit the ground when they come together. It's like just barely touching the floor and then coming back down. I would start out with that. I used to do a couple other movements and now I'm totally blanking on them because I think I got rid of them to do heavy stuff. So, sorry. I don't remember. If I do remember, I'll let you know. But anyway, so just basically, this is plyometrics, jump training. Just take it really slow. The biggest important part to consider in all of it is landing softly. So land like a ballerina. That's why, like, some people do plyometrics and they're like, do this. You know, like, but I feel like as soon as you're tired, you land like all poof. And it's bad for your knees. I have horrible grandma knees. So I try and be careful with that. So yeah, so just try out with some stuff like that. Just light, you know, lightly pushing up, really focus on the muscle that you're trying to develop and letting that do the movement. Because so many people when they're getting started, and this is how you can very easily injure yourself, is they're just like, not even really thinking about what they're doing. They're just like throwing themselves through the movement. Like, what you really need to do is make sure the muscle you want is doing it. Really make sure you're getting the burn there, like in your quad, your side quad. And yeah, and just be careful with your platform because I've had a couple of mine go all of a sudden and we'd be like, ah! So if you're just bouncing around all over the place, they can go out from under you. So just keep that in mind. But anyway, good luck. Please take it slow. Let me know if you experience any pain. I'll try and think of other things you might do. But other than the plyo, just the side-to-side stuff for now, because that's a good side movement. That'll definitely like chisel in that, like that sideline. So yeah, good luck.